kindergarten friends. Today we're going to be reading a book that has to do with seeds, and this is a nonfiction book called How a Seed Grows. One of the things that I really like about this book is that in the middle it talks about an experiment where the author does plant some bean seeds and watches how they change. And this experiment is a lot like the science experiment that we're doing for the science fair this year. So that's one of the things that I really like about this book. In this book, How a Seed Grows, the author is going to share different types of seeds, tell you how to plant seeds, and also tell you what a seed needs to grow. Today, your job while I'm reading is to pay attention to the 3 things that a seed needs to grow. For our writing activity today, we're going to be writing about those 3 things. This is called How a Seed Grows by Helene J. Jordan, illustrated by Loretta Kaprinsky. How a seed grows. A seed is a little plant. It is a plant that has not started to grow. Apple trees and daisies, carrots and corn, clover and wheat all grow from seeds. Here is a tree seed. Someday it will be a tree like this. We have lots of these in my yard and we call them helicopter seeds because when they come down they spin like this. Here is a flower seed. Someday it will be a flower like this. This is a sunflower seed, also a type of seed that you can eat. Some seeds grow slowly. These are the seed of an oak tree. An oak tree grows very, very slowly. Suppose you planted an oak tree seed. You would be a father or a mother, or even a grandfather or grandmother, and the oak tree would still be growing. Some seeds grow fast. This is a bean seed, just like our science project. It grows very fast. It grows so fast that it will become a bean plant in just a few weeks. So that's what our plants might look like here. You can plant bean seeds yourself. We use pole beans. You can use pole beans, bush beans, or lima beans. For our experiment, we are planting both lima beans and a type of pole beans, our Kentucky Wonder, or a type of pole bean. You can plant the seeds in eggshells or tin cans or old cups or little flower pots. Be sure that your containers have holes in the bottom. We're planting ours in our greenhouse, but it does have a hole in the bottom. We used eggshells. We used a pencil to make the hole in the eggshell. We filled 12 eggshells with soil like this. We made a hole in the soil with our finger, like this. When you have made a hole in the soil, plant a bean seed in it. Plant 1 seed in each hole. Cover the seed with soil. And that's what we did inside of our greenhouse. Sprinkle the soil carefully with a little water. Number the shells. Write the number 1 on the first shell. Put the number 2 on the next shell. Keep going until all of the shells are numbered 1 to 12. Similar to our project, we did 1 to 6 because we planted 6 different types of beans. Put an eggshell in an egg carton. Put the egg carton in sunlight or on a windowsill. Our science fair project is sitting on my windowsill in my kitchen because my kitchen gets the most sunlight during the day. Some bean seeds grow faster than others. Our seeds began to grow in 3 days. Your bean seeds may take a little longer. You won't be able to see your seeds growing yet. They will start to grow under the soil where you can't see them. Water your seeds a little every day. I do water our seeds a little every day. The water soaks into the seeds. The seeds begin to grow. More water soaks into the seeds. The seeds get fatter and fatter. Wait for 3 days and then dig up seed number 1. It may be soft, it may be fat. Maybe it will look the same as it did before. As they show you these pictures, I want you to notice how they're going to change a little bit. This is exactly what's happening with our science fair project underneath the soil in the greenhouse. Soon the seeds will grow so fat that its skin will pop off. In 2 more days, dig up seed number 2. When this happens, I call it taking off the seed coat or the seed jacket. Kind of like you take off your jacket when you come inside from recess. The seed takes off the outer part so it can grow from the inside. Maybe it will look different. Maybe the skin of the seed will be loose. Now a root starts to grow. The root grows from one side of the bean seed. The root pushes down into the soil, down and down. Dig up seed number 3. Can you see the root? It looks like this. We'll get to check in on ours this week to see if they start to look like this. If you do not see a root, wait for another day. Then dig up seed number 4. This picture shows you how the seed coat is coming off and kind of dissolving into the soil. After a few more days, dig up seed number 5. Something else is happening. Little roots will be growing from the big roots. They look like tiny white hairs. They are called root hairs. Day after day, the roots and root hairs push down into the soil. Day after day, the bean seeds are pushed up. The soil pushes aside. Watch your seeds. Soon you will see pale shoots push through the soil. A shoot is the beginning of a green plant. A shoot grows towards the sun. Watch your seeds. Some may have come through the ground. Some may have broken open. Maybe some of your seeds have not started to grow. How many are growing? Count them. We'll find out later this week how many of our bean seeds have started to grow and find out how big they are. The bean seeds grow fast. The shoot turns green. The leaves come next. Now your bean seeds are bean plants. They look like this. So that's a little bit of a preview of what ours might look like. This looks like a lima bean plant to me. How many of your bean seeds are bean plants? A seed needs many things to grow. This is the important page. It needs soil and water and sun. Hey, those were the 3 things from our plant song this morning. If a seed has all these things, it will grow into a plant. It will grow into the same kind of plant that it came from. An apple tree or a daisy or carrots or corn. It will grow into clover or it will grow into a bean plant like the ones you planted. And if you were to put bean plants outside and you put little poles in the middle of them so they can kind of spin and vine up and down, this is what they look like. It's very cool. The end. So I hope you paid close attention to the 3 things that a seed needs to grow. They talked about it in this book. They also talked about it in the song that we sang this morning about the different parts of the plant. Today for your writing, you're going to be writing about the 3 things that a seed needs to grow.